Hi, you guys, it's Lisa. We are going to start our garden journal. I wonder how many people are going to try and do this with me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, my plan is on Saturdays for the next few weeks. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me. I'm going to work on this one journal, and your video is only going to be maybe 5 to 10 minutes long each Saturday as I keep working through this journal. I really, really want to make this journal for myself. I'm actually going to make two. I'm thinking I'm going to make one for my sister also, and her birthday is in July. So I'll probably start hers in like the month of July, and you'll see what I mean after we get started. But I'm going to start mine right away, starting with the month of March, I believe. And March is an important month for gardeners because the weather is just starting to get nice, hopefully, and it definitely is here in Wisconsin. So that's my plan. I want to show you what I have if you're going to try and work this through with me. Obviously, your journal is going to be different than mine. This is just what I came up with, and I have been watching a lot of videos on garden journals. I've been doing a lot of research and a lot of thinking with my garden hat on what I wanted in my garden journal. So today, just quickly, I'm going to show you the tools that you need to get started. And you would think, oh, we're going to make this cover, we're going to use beautiful paper and such. Well, absolutely, I am not. I actually am just planning it out, and planning it out takes some doing. So first things first, I needed Post-it notes. I like a mechanical pencil. I have a long skinny stamp block, a nice big eraser because I'm planning on making several mistakes. I have my traveler's journal. This is how I'm going to make mine. Now, your journal can totally be any type of journal that you want. I am going to open this one because, like I said, I am going to do two. I'm thinking, unless it gets to be too extreme, then maybe I won't. But this is what's in this package. It is really great. It has three notebooks in it. One is watercolor paper, one is lined paper, and these have pockets in them. And then one is a grid paper and pockets in here and the back of all of these journals. And they come out, as you can see, just like this with these rubber bands. So they come out super easy, super cool. This is what I am going to be using. So first steps first, we're going to plan it out. Obviously, I'm not going to need my cover, so I'm going to set that aside. I took my notebooks out, and I'm going to show you what I did. I broke down um, my journal here into three parts. The first part is going to be, here, first part is going to be this one, and we'll go over it in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. So what I did is I divided my journal plan into three sections. The first section is going to be a quote that I picked out, and you'll see it as we're creating here. A fertilizing schedule, which is a huge challenge for me. I never do a good job at fertilizing my flowers. And so that's something I really want to work on. And then a full calendar for the year. And then we want the temperature, rain, and did I sprinkle on each square that I keep track of. And then we're going to have March through February in the back. Each page is going to have its own area to write notes in. The second book is going to have the plants with the tags and photos if I can get that done. You know, this is no pressure. We're just starting, you know, so one year it'll be a lot better than other years. We're just starting. I'm going to do a garden sketch of my garden so that I know where my plants are and what's working and what's not. And that comes along with success and failures. That'll be in this book. Insects and pests. That's going to be something I want to keep track of. Wanted plants for next year. So maybe pictures or names of plants, things of that nature. I want to document that. And then sometimes I have seeds that I collect. Let's say I'm at a friend's house. Oh, I love that plant. Could I have a bloom of it? And then I collect the seeds, and that will be in the second book here. Seeds and um, seeds to plant for next year and where they came from. And then plant receipts will be in the back. Then the third section is going to be plant types, where we bought them, and pictures. So, yeah, these things are kind of crossing here. We'll see how it works out, but I was just taking notes to plan everything out. Then garden milestones is going to be in my third one, and that's going to be this watercolor paper. And it's be when I did my mulching, different landscaping projects that I worked on, different projects. I would love to have a water element in my garden. I've been saying that for years and years and years. Well, you never know. Sometimes that just sneaks up on you, and then all of a sudden you have a water element. And then if I moved any plants from where I moved them and where I put them. So that would be in this last booklet of the here. And then ideas and techniques for next year. That would be another section in this booklet here. And then articles, blogs, videos, and tags. Tags of plants, things like that. So those would all go in this booklet. So I have them marked with my post-it notes. Here it says plant tags in clear pockets. These are ideas that I want to remember. Then I have dried plants in plastic with a die cut opening, and possibly herbs be another section I might want to put in my journal. And then we would make tags out of those. So super fun. So I've got my plan, and now what to do with the plan. So I'm going to set this aside. So I went through my stamps, and I dug out these different stamp sets. Here's my quote that I wrote down that I'm going to put in my first booklet. It's going to go here, and it's called Just Start. So I dug out these stamps. We've got large capital alphabets, the lowercase alphabets. I've got really tiny alphabet set. And then I have January, February, March, all of that, the whole year long of the months. And that will come in handy when I'm doing my lettering in my books. Now, each of these sections is going to have titles on it. So this is going to be May. This is where I'm going to start. I'm going to write May. I'm going to plan it out how I want this page to look. then we're going to have June, and so on and so forth, all the way down to January and February. Well, I'm not very comfortable with my handwriting, so I'm going to use these stamps. And I'm also going to use this acrylic block to stamp all of my sections in my books. This is going to take a while. So this is what I'm going to work on for the first part of my journal. I'm going to get all this stamping done, all my planning, and all of my categories in my books. So I'm sorry that there isn't any great, wonderful creating in my journal so far. And that is why this is going to take quite a few weeks. So every Saturday is what I will be doing, working on this art journal. It's going to be a gardener's journal, excuse me. So there's going to be wonderful techniques and things that are going to work in here. So it's not just for gardeners. There's going to be lots and lots of ideas. So stay tuned. I'm going to work on this. It's going to take me all week, and I'm going to get all of that done that I mentioned. And if you're going to work along with me, that would be wonderful. So you get started in yours also, excuse me. And I'll meet you right back here next Saturday. I'll show you my progress and we'll discuss what we're going to do next. And I'm thinking it'll probably have to do with our pattern papers and such and getting things together. But at least we will have our plan and we will have a spot to go ahead and document what we need in our garden journal. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in 1 week, and hopefully you will work right along with me on this gardener's journal. Thanks so much. Bye now.